All right, this is for my air signs, Gemini Libra Aquarius. For the next couple of days, this is a new deck. It's called the Psychic Tarot. It's like an oracle deck, but a tarot deck at the same time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's the way that we grow our tribe, people. Let's see what messages come out for the air signs for the next couple of days. This is a random read. Let's see what we got here. Wow, a lot of cards came out. Okay. You got positive movement forward. All right. This is you working on things to kind of make things happen. You know, financial and material changes. Right. New beginnings. Listen, ever since I bought this deck, this card kept popping out on me. Popping out on me. And I was like, you know, what are you trying to tell me? And I had to sit here and meditate on this card for a little bit. Because the Fool usually is taking a leap of faith out of, you know, like the ledge. In this particular case, it's like the stairway to nothing, yet the stairway to everything. You know, she's literally moving forward as a gypsy, which I identify as a gypsy. Actually, I think my main guide is a gypsy. But anyway, and it's just the calmness of this card that just speaks so loudly to me, you know. So considering that you already have the, you know, positive movements forwards and financial and material changes, which in other decks, you know, the five of Pentacles is a card that's, you know, talking about loneliness, being left out in the cold, whatever. In this particular case is, you know, whatever steps you're taking to change your life, whatever major changes you're undertaking, whether forced or not, there's positive things coming because of it. Because, like, you know, like they say, something has to die in order, you know, for something new to be born. Oh my God, all this, another two major arcanas. So you have intuition, all right, which is the equivalent of the High Priestess. You know, trust yourself, trust the messages that you receive, trust that little voice inside your head or your gut or whatever it is, and go for it. Go ahead and jump, man. And then we have truth, all right, which is judgment. This is, you know, representing change, growth, rebuilding, releasing, you know, significant change must be made. Like what doesn't suit you needs to be released. What wasn't obvious now is. So changes, trust your intuition, new beginning. And then, you know, here you go, rejoice and celebration. Like, how much better can that get? How much better can that get? Okay. And in this particular case, you have the big cup, you know, the big chalice in the back, which, you know, the cup of abundance, the cup of love, the cup of whatever. So if this was a change forced onto you by, you know, a job loss or a relationship ending or something along those lines, you know, don't fight the process. Let it go. Let it go and start over. Like, let it go, because as you decide to let it go, the universe is kind of take you in a completely different direction. Just trust it, and it's gonna be successful. All right, let me get the Illuminati and see what the Illuminati has to add to this nice message for us. I'm an air sign as well, so let's see what the Illuminati has to add. Look at that. Put down your burdens. All right. You're heading towards the Tower to change. Confusion. Okay. One more shuffle here. Had the Fool again. Look at all these cards that popped out. I'm not inclined to look at the bottom, but listen. Let's see. Let me put the story together real quick. Yes. You know the truth. Get out of your head. Okay. You're creating the problem. You're not helping it. Judgment again. Validation of the message, the truth. What wasn't obvious now is. So if it was a relationship, you know why you're walking away. Why are you trying to freaking give a cat 5 legs if it only got 4? Unless you have a handicapped cat, so that's a different ballgame. But you know what I mean? Put it down. Let it go. You know, it's enough. It's a conclusion. Like, you've learned your lesson. You know, it'll be easier if you put it down. Like, okay, now you could carry it with you, and you've accommodated to the point you could carry it, but it'll be easier if you just accept the burden for what it was, the lesson that it was, and let it go. Let it go, because, you know, that new beginning is coming regardless. All right. So it's one of these things that the universe is giving you nudges to go ahead and let it go, do it on your own. You didn't do it on your own. It just pushed you off. So, you know, if you still, okay, got the Hermit in reverse, but if you're still debating, taking the time, you know, just really sit back and analyze what it is that you want. All right. Because you trust your intuition. Your higher self will tell you, your gut is going to tell you, you're right, you know, which way you need to go. Trust that. Trust it. So that way you could stop trying to figure out, you know, what decision you need to make. The answer is in front of you. The path is lit in front of you with the Fool. You just have to stop and listen. Stop and listen. And walk away from what's not serving you. All right? Like I said earlier, if it's a relationship, walk away. If you're not happy, walk away. I know it's easier said than done, some people say, but you know what? It's only as hard as you make it be. And by being in your head, that's just making it more difficult. So accept things for what they are, with the Judgment here and the Truth twice, you know, accept things for what they are and go ahead and move forward. You will be fine. Okay. You will be fine on your own. All right. You'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet. All right. You will be able to then have that steady foundation that you're so desperately looking for. But you first have to open up the path. You have to get rid of the blockages, the obstacles, the things from your past that are literally anchoring you there. Once you let go, then your path forward is completely free and ready to rock and roll. And you're going to face things in a very good structured way, right? But in a fair way. You're not out here trying to hurt anybody or anything like that. You're just literally looking out for yourself. And by doing so, you know, people, the help that you need is going to show up. Okay. The collaboration that you're looking for is going to show up, you know, and that's what's going to really do it for you. So if you're afraid to go forward because you're by yourself or you don't want to be alone or whatever it is, at the end of the day, the universe is saying, go for it. Because this is you and you're going to have a good outcome at the other end. But if you don't go ahead, I'm going to push you. And it's not as good and pleasant when, you know, life pushes you to do something that you knew you had to do. So like, have you ever sat at a job and you're like, I hate my job. I hate my job. You could be at a hate my job mindset for a year or so. Then all of a sudden they start giving layoffs. And you might fall in that round and then you're like, oh my God, I got laid off. Bitch, you've been saying you hate your job for over a year. Why are you mad they laid you off? You didn't want to change? You didn't want to go look for another job? Here, the universe said here. You know, you said you hated it, so here you go. So that's the kind of scenario, you know, the kind of situation that I'm picking up from this. You know, so it's whatever you're not happy with, move from it. You know, a relationship, a job, a house, a situation, whatever it is. You know your truth. So get out of your head. Stop creating chaos. All right. Meditate on it if you have to. Find the people that can help you make the change. If it's a job, maybe you know somebody else, you know, that works somewhere else that can help you get a job, you know. But don't become so full of yourself when you know you did it, that then you go back and you start throwing things in people's faces either, okay? Because that's kind of that would flip the script. I don't know why I got that right there. But anyway, but if you do things the way that you should, you know, you're gonna be okay. All right, you're gonna be okay. So let me see. Do I want to pull another deck? Let me see what's laying here. Look at that. Fulfillment of wishes. 9 of Cups. So there you go. Validation. Okay. Is it focused? I don't know. Anyway. So if you go ahead and you do what you know you need to do, it's gotta be fine. All right, air signs. I hope you enjoy your read, and if it doesn't resonate, let it go. If it does, great. But see you on the other side. Peace.